What's up, guys? Kevin Allen here, and Draft-a-Palooza is back. We're drafting best ball teams live in stream all summer long. As you know, it's Friday, first day of August. We are right around the corner. Preseason started last night, the first game. And you know what? I got to show this. First game, preseason, DFS is back. DFS is back. Preseason's back. Get the bubbles. Everything's tingling. We're tingling. DFS is back. And of course, the first game and the first week of preseason all tends to go about the same. Formula for cashing, really easy. Let me just real quick show the results of my lineup from last night. I'm going to show the cheat sheet that got us on this and just how easy it was to cash, which is kind of how the preseason goes. So just real quick, we have a formula for this. Quarterbacks, defenses, and kickers in the first week of the preseason. Why? Because teams are just shifting their players around. And it wins cash games. It's not going to win tournaments. I don't like to play tournaments or incredible tournaments in preseason personally, because you just have to play too many of these randos. But in cash games, quarterbacks, we know they're in the game. They're going to play. The defenses, they score. Kickers especially, they're in the game the whole time. They don't have another kicker. So, of course, Dicker the kicker comes through for us last night, Trey Lance. I just want to show Upper Lad's cheat sheet from last night because he crushed it. These guys all scored, and then he added Josh Reynolds, but Trey Lance, core play. You got Dicker, defense, kicker, QB2. I mean, Kamani Vidal scored a touchdown. So pretty much, and Lambert Smith, I believe, got a touchdown as well here. So, I mean, the formula was right there, right? And Tesla had a catch, but the formula was right there. First game of the season. Kickers, defenses, so all the DFS Army people pretty much matching this same kind of, the same general lineup. So really good stuff. Congrats last night. It is on. It's on. Let's go. All right. So other items on the agenda. I got a few more. Number one, I want to go over the latest injury news and updates. And I'm using a credit to Deepak Chona, MD. Credit to him because I'm really enjoying his injury report. So let's get into it here. Juwan Jennings, 4 to 6 week injury, calf, a re-injured calf from last year. So that's concerning. And again, I don't know how many times I'm going to tell everybody this. I'm out on a limb here. Pearsall ahead of Juwan Jennings, just my personal approach to the season. It certainly doesn't agree with any of the experts. The pros don't agree with me. They had Ayuk ahead of both of these guys in the offseason. I told you guys, don't touch these fuckers. I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of players that I'm not going to fucks with. And some of them are on this list. So Juwan Jennings, I don't mind Juwan Jennings. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, George Kittle should get you excited, by the way. So Ayuk and Debo went round 2. There we go. So here we go. Listen, Juwan Jennings, the injury, it's another reminder that this guy has never carried the load. He's never carried the load, and it's dangerous to treat him as a WR1. I prefer Pearsall. Pearsall is in this update coming off the PUP. If not missing preseason time, data suggests no increased risk of re-aggravation, whereas Juwan Jennings, being this is a injury that he's a muscle that he's hurt before, he gets the high re-injury risk. So if you needed more reason to favor Pearsall, as I have been telling you all fucking day, let's go, Sniper. What's up, man? Sniper's here. Let's do this. We're going to be doing the eliminator first, so get ready for that on Underdog. Sniper. And you're always welcome to jump into the chat or jump right into the stream with me if you like. Okay. Ricky Pearsall. There we go. Okay. Dak Prescott. Suspect limited rushing, strong passing, likely O-line dependent. Injuries to O.L. Jones. I don't really know what the relevance is there, but this one's relevant. Godwin, second surgery plus not practicing fully equals concerning. Concerned. If just one surgery, he would have a slight dip. Deepak Chona suspects worse. So caution flags going up on Chris Godwin. What does that mean for us? It means be wary about Chris Godwin, fine. But also, what I've been talking about since the beginning as well, Emeka Egbuka has a chance to break out this year with Godwin being just older, coming off injury, and Mike Evans now indicating possible last year playing. He said he's not worried about a new contract. He's playing out his contract. He's 32. He's got a Q tag that's perennial. Could you not just see Evans just hurting the 32-year-old Mike Evans, hammy injury, out for 6 weeks. Godwin slowed by the recovery or possible re-injury of his calf, and it's Emeka Egbuka out there doing the work. It's possible. Patriots, Stephon Diggs trending heavily towards playing week 1 with no snap count. Guys, this is a Patriots offense on the rise. And if Steffi Diggs is going to be their number one, they don't have anyone else. They don't have anyone else. They got a rookie that looks okay. They got Demario Douglas, who's like a 6th round, 7th round draft pick. Ignore the 1990s office phone in the background that you hear ringing, if you hear it. Ignore. My apologies for that if you can hear it. Do not jump in with no underwear, tattoo. Keep it private. I'm good. Good here. Anyway, Steffi Diggs trending towards playing. I really like Stephon Diggs. We're getting him in round 10. I've been drafting a lot of Stephon Diggs. Why not? He's almost free. Like you get him late. He's a bench piece. We're drafting him as a bench piece, and he might end up being a solid, let's call it, I don't see him being a top 10 scorer, but, he could be a top 15 kind of wide receiver this year. Why not? Brandon Ayuk, here we go. Suspect pup. I've warned you guys about Brandon Ayuk all offseason. We have drafted him exactly 0 times, maybe once as part of like a crazy stack with Purdy, but generally we've drafted him maybe once or twice, but effectively 0 times. I don't remember ever drafting him. I'm just saying maybe I was inundated or excited about a stack and I might have done it 0 times. We haven't touched Ayuk. Why? We're playing best ball. And if you miss now, he's saying suspect late October. Late October? Late October, guys? We're already out of it. We're not making a comeback by late October. We're dead in our league. This is best ball. You can't have zeros. You don't draft injured players. Avoid. We're going to avoid that. We're avoiding Mixon. There's so many other avoids. I don't even see him talking about some of these names. Joe Mixon with the foot. Avoid. I don't want none of that smoke. I don't want those troubles. Let someone else get nauseous. Why you? Why me? Let someone else get nauseous. There's a couple other news pieces, but let's keep going through this. Malik Neighbors returned to practice, low concern. So Neighbors got banged up a little bit. No big deal. No big deal. There it is. See, Polak's been here with me the whole time. Some of you guys who haven't been here the whole time are like, this fucking guy is just here saying that, this or that. He didn't say shit. But I mean, if you've been watching these, we haven't touched Ayuk. We're not taking injured guys. We haven't drafted Mixon even once. Because why should I have those problems? There's other names at the same spot that I can get that are so much safer. I am having some crazy thoughts about some other players, but wait, let's just keep going through the update here. And there's a scary one in here for you guys. So Anthony Richardson, and this is just going back, aggravated his AC joint during, I like the way he writes this, during the time when players are not taking hits. High re-injury risk is in play. Effectively, I mean, I just like the way he wrote it, but we knew this already. Richardson comes into camp. He's injured. What the fuck happened to him? How are you getting hurt on your day off? How you going to get fired on your day off? I don't even understand.
Hell no, fuck with your shit.
You're going to get fired on your day off. I don't get it. If you're getting hurt when you're not even playing yet, It's a bad scene. Trey Lance looked great last night, by the way. And a reminder in Dynasty that if you have Trey Lance needs to be on your Dynasty roster. At some point, this guy will get a chance. So let's keep him on our Dynasty roster. But Anthony Richardson, high in-season re-injury risk. Guys, I've got a real feel that we're going to see a lot of Danny Dimes this year. We've been drafting him. It's scary when he goes up draft boards a little bit too high. So, I'm not trying to reach for it. But I do think Danny Dimes, we will see him starting games, and lots of them this season. George Kittle, age 31. Major soft tissue history, high risk for 2025, despite many injury listings, has only averaged 2 games missed per year over the last 4 years. So George Kittle, as much as we love you, George, age 31, Deepak Chona is sending up a red flag saying this guy gets hurt a lot. I actually think George Kittle's awesome. I think if he's getting hurt, it's a lot of times he just plays really hard. This guy plays as hard as anybody. Last note here, Colston Loveland practicing. I do want to address one other note here as we go over to Underdog and we get ready to maybe one of our last public eliminators. We'll see. It could be one of our last ones here. We're doing a little takeover of the channel real soon. So you'll see all about that. We got a lot of things going on here. But one of the news items, Terry McLaurin requests a trade. Guys, don't even sweat it. First of all, we haven't been drafting Terry McLaurin anyway, so whatever, right? I don't have any. The only shares of Terry McLaurin I have so far this year are stacked with Jaden Daniels. But that being aside, McLaurin wants to get paid, understandably. He suffered on that team for as long as he has, and he wants to get paid. Okay. That's cool. I get it. He wants to get paid. Oh, shit. Tattoo's in here. You naked, bro?
Nope, got clothes on.
You in here? Hang on. Let's get you on screen. Hold on a minute. Tattoo's in here with me. Put his pants on. You are dressed, as far as I understand, which is cool. Let's switch up the old. There we go. Oh, there he is. What's up, man?
What up? You see that beautiful flag in the back?
I don't have a flag. Oh, I'm liking your flag. Is that from the swag store?
No, I made it. Made it on Amazon.
Oh man, I like it. I need one of those. Send me that link. Now I haven't. So back to Terry McLaurin, just real quick, because I'm going to lose my head here, Tattoo. Back to McLaurin. Don't worry about it. He's going to play for the Commanders. He's not going to get traded. No one's trading for him. They're not trading him away. They don't have another wide receiver on the team. They're not going to do that. They're not trading him away. He requested a trade. Oh no. Don't draft it. No, he's fine. The one risk is, and my primary concern is, if he starts to hold out and fuck around, then all of us are going to find out those first few weeks what it's like to have a guy either that's not playing or is limited because he missed the whole preseason. So we'll monitor that situation. If he starts skipping, practice, if he's holding out, doing anything like that, then there. Yeah, and no one's trading for the guy who wants to get paid $30 million. It's bad enough he wants to get paid $30 million. I think Washington owes him one. They should pay him. But I wouldn't pay him $30 million if I'm, another franchise. Fuck that. What you ain't done shit for me. You ain't done shit here. Well, I caught a lot of balls last year. That means nothing to me.
Nothing.
I don't care. What have you done for me lately? It's the same here at DFS Army, Tattoo.
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately? I don't care what happened last week, last month. You work here, step it up.
I had a 4th place in baseball.
There it is. That you get to stay. Uppers Lad puts out a cheat sheet last night for the preseason game, as we do. If that would have sucked, you don't know.
Let him do it today.
Yeah, we're watching. He crushed it. Did a great job. You've done well. Good for me lately. You've done good for me lately. You're in. Next week, you fuck it up. Now you're in the doghouse.
Who cares if you got 7 GPP wins this year? What have you done this week?
Yeah. Uppers Lad won, 6 MLB. That was yesterday. What's tomorrow? That's what I care about. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Hold on. We did the news, the player news. Another weird thing, Tattoo, that I find funny, find fascinating, as I've been watching ADPs, is people still have not realized that Rashee Rice is going to miss a massive amount of time at the beginning of this year. And maybe I'm wrong now. Now I'm starting to think maybe I fucked up and maybe I'm wrong about this. Because I was watching the NFFC, which is like a very expensive, not best ball, but really season-long drafting site where the let's call it, the user base is very sharp. It's a $350, $400 entry contest. And there, Rashee Rice is still going in round 4. And these are sharp players. I don't really get it. Now, that's not best ball. Best ball will burn you. You can't even miss the guy for the first 4 weeks. Maybe those guys are thinking, I'll get him back week 6 and it'll be fine. And maybe he will be only 6 weeks, but I kind of think it might be longer.
And Sean, I think hockey is always on topic. It's so always.
No one wants to hear about this hockey stuff. I don't know what these words even mean. I don't want to hear none of it. What else? News items. So yeah, that was pretty much the big one. And I didn't see anything like I said about Joe Mixon. I am telling you guys, no. His name, new name, not Joe Mixon. No Mixon. As in, Mixon ain't going to be mixing into my lineups anytime soon. Fuck that. Fuck that. And by the way, I put a short video out as well, and we're going to get into an eliminator, so everybody get ready. If you want to draft along, we're going to do another eliminator. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My favorite contest. I'm actually getting emails from Underdog promoting this thing. Like they're onto something with the eliminator. You can get your money out of it pretty quick too. This isn't a lock up your money situation. I do not think it'll be 4 weeks, Rice. I think 6 to 8 weeks. Make an example out of him. He's going to jail. This is a jailable offense. I don't know. I could be wrong. If it's only 4 weeks, it's really not that bad. Nix the Nixon, yes. And let's see, where was I? So we're going into the eliminator. Yeah, Underdog emailing. Don't miss the eliminator. But you get your money back out of this thing really quick. You know, it's not tied up for that long.
You know, I tell Sniper, hockey has fighting, but MMA does not have.
No, MMA is better than hockey. Just overall as a sport, the MMA is awesome. Yeah, I mean, literally, if you watch the fight last week between Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, and you come away from that not being like, oh my God, this is the greatest sport. I don't know what to tell you.
I think you can love both. You don't have to hate one or the other.
No, don't be a hater. That's right. I like hockey too. It's super fun to watch in person. Not gonna knock it. I can't fantasy hockey it because I got to put my focus on certain things. But I
can like Brandy and Monica.
There we go. All right, let's go. $10 eliminator. Oh, no. Actually, before I get to that, no, you don't get to see we don't do the draft until I let you know that we've got 2 promos going now. NFL is here. It's live. It's happening. And this is the one to do, guys. If you're just an NFL person, and a lot of you guys who are watching the streams, you're NFL people. You're my people, the NFL people. But you only do NFL. I'm not into the other sports. Or maybe you only do NFL for NFL season. I don't know. You're not into NBA, MLB, NASCAR. By the way, why not? Our fucking NASCAR, MMA. It's all awesome. Hockey, DFS Army, we're crushing it. And you have cheat sheets, notes, Dom Station, project, everything you want for every sport. But if you're an NFL only, hey, I'm a fantasy football person. I get it. Best ball. I love me some NFL. Promo code NFL25 gets you the full 12-month package of NFL at DFS Army. Everything that any VIP gets for NFL, including in the chat, facts in there, for $50 off. That's a whole year for $249. What does that cost a month, Tattoo? It's like $10.
$10.
I don't know the math, but it's like $10 a month. Where else are you gonna find that?
Where? I don't know.
The other sites are charging $79 a month for NFL. A lot of those sites don't even have tools. They don't even have an optimizer. I'm going to pay for.
There are tools.
Yeah, they definitely are, but they don't even have an optimizer. There are sites that charge $79. I shit you not. They have nothing. No tools, no nothing. No amazing projections. We have push button, and you will win cash games projections. That's how good they are, Tattoo. I'll show you in the back test stream. You just hit the button, it will produce a cash game winner because it's the most accurate projection system ever conceived for NFL. $50 off NFL 25. And if you want to do full VIP, covers everything we do at DFS Army, it's NFL 2025, and that's monthly VIP. You get half off your first month. That's a $45 savings. Same as you winning for the NFL, but it's all in the first month. Check out DFS Army VIP NFL 2025. You will get the full VIP experience. Tattoo might show up at your house and give you a reach around. Yes? Take one for the team?
I'd probably send Sean Hoy.
There we go. Sean will go.
He's more progressive than
Take one
me.
for the team. So NFL 2025, 50% off your first month of VIP. All right, let's do some eliminator. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And Sean, you think that here we go. 3, 2, 1. Eliminator. Don't give me no troubles. Don't give me no we're in. Okay, we're in. Oh, it filled up fast. Oh, it's already full.
Uh-oh.
Hook. Wait. Some of you. Oh, but Tattoo. It's not filled with strangers. It's filled with friends.
No stranger danger.
I see friendly names. I got Majestic Otter in here. That's Sean Hoy. Hook one again. Hook one again. That's Hook.
Have you ever seen a Majestic Otter?
I have seen an otter. I'm not going to say it was majestic.
I don't think I've seen one in person.
Oh, Sniper missed it. I was like, where's Sniper? This was a tough one to get into. Second I clicked it, it was like, I think I got the second to last spot in this one. Oops. You might be in there. Sniper, I guarantee you're in there with some of our friends. Look around. You probably got Soups in there. You probably got a Hacker in there. Like, I think I feel like some of our Fact is in there with you. You're in there with friends, Sniper. Just not the one that's going live on air.
Snipe needs to join some of our leagues.
Yeah. Pollock's in there. Yeah, Sniper, we're doing the other thing that we're doing, and Tattoo is running these leagues. He's commissioning $25 friendly 12-man sleeper leagues, best ball, no in-season management. We're just sort of creating, getting the the fantasy football juices going for everybody. If you want to be in a league, you have a friends league. Maybe you don't have friends that do a league. And
Maybe
you've been like, I've
friends.
never been able to do fantasy football because my friends are fucking assholes and they don't like to play it. They think I'm a weirdo for doing fantasy football, right? Well, we don't think you're a weirdo here. We're doing it too. Get in one of these leagues. Tattoo, you've been posting. What number? We at number 3.
Number 3 still needs a couple spots.
Okay. So still filling spots in Best Ball number 3. We also had a Draft-a-Palooza Best Ball, which we did live on Wednesday. That was pretty fun. Okay. Reminder, we are in the Eliminator contest on Underdog. Now, philosophically, we got to understand how this contest works if we are going to attack it correct. How does this contest work? Every single week, half of the field is being eliminated. Half of the field gone. Okay? After week 1, only half are left. This entire group of 12 that are drafting right now in this draft, of this group, 6 of us will move on to week 2. And the rest of us will be gone. So hopefully I'll be part of that 6. I'm going to go a little out of turn here and go with my boy Dreezy Drake London with my second pick. Now, back to the strategy. My strategy for these eliminators has been to focus on getting stud running backs early. It's almost the exact opposite of the way that you would play the puppy, right? The puppy is a contest where you really want your team sort of peaking late in the season, week 14, week 13. You want it coming on strong, building momentum as the season goes on, right? And you make your way into the playoffs in the puppy. And then it's these 1 versus 6, 1v12s. You got to You got to put up monster scores to advance in the playoffs. Okay, that's how the puppy works. So you've got to put a team together, coming on strong, peaking late season. And secondarily, you've got to build a team that can pop for massive weeks in a row, hopefully, because you need to hit it, week 15, 16, and 17 in order to take it down. You need 3 monsters in a row. Okay, not easy. But in this contest, it works the exact opposite. You don't have time for week 14. If you made it to week 14, you're in the top 1.01%. You're massively in the money. Sure, we want to win those weeks, but our focus is get to week 4. Why? Because week 3, you're in the money. Week 4, you're making money. Week 3, you're getting your money back pretty much. Week 4, you're making money. Only 4 weeks in. So we have to focus our efforts in this contest in how are we going to get past the first few weeks. And I believe that, the science tells me, because I'm a science man first, Tattoo. The science tells me that running backs score more touchdowns than wide receivers, right? More frequently. Every single running back, even the shitty ones, have a pretty good touchdown prop every single week. While wide receivers, even the best ones, rarely get anything above a -110 to score a touchdown. Derrick Henry is going to be -220 to score a touchdown week 1. So we want those, and this is Underdog, half-point PPR. The running backs are what running backs and quarterbacks drive the scoring on your team. So when you fade them or when you wait till late ones, we'll make fun of the donkeys in this draft to do that. We'll make fun of them here. We're not too big to make fun of some donkeys. So when you do that, what ends up happening is, hang on, let's switch up the share. Hold on. Let's switch up the share. Let's get the big board going because we're going to talk about these donkeys very soon. But are we on the clock? Oh, we're almost on the clock. We're a couple of picks away here. So I'm queuing up my pick here, but understand this. In this contest, you have to focus. Oh, here we go. We're on the clock. You got to focus running back. I'm going to take a name here that I have not taken yet this season. I don't know. I'm getting weird with this eliminator. Kenny Walker's another name. I don't have any exposure yet, Tattoo. This is my first Kenny Walker share. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't think I have any Kenny Walker yet.
Yeah. Getting weird here with this one. But anyway, my point is you got to have a lot of running backs, quality talent at the running back position in order to advance in this one. So that's what I've been trying to build early, right? You build that running back strength, you get those early season touchdowns and then figure it out. I genuinely believe that we can find WR1s in rounds 5, 6, and 7 this year. We'll see. Barking dog is trouble. That's always trouble. Where were we? So anyway, yeah, total opposite approach in this contest. And look at what this guy Izzo 3000 is doing as an example already. He's fucking it up. You got to be heavy running back in this format. I get it. These wide receivers are awesome. I get it. I see them. I know James Conner's a really good pick in this format as well. He just went. James Conner. What I like about James is Tattoo. You gotta love Tattoo on camera, showing your age, my man. You're showing your age. Make your screen bigger, bro. You can blow up the StreamYard screen. You could, if you click that little button in the top right, it'll blow it up.
That's why I normally have. I have a 75-inch. My TV is my monitor normally, so I can see.
Yeah, you gotta have that. I can't see shit either. But anyway, back to it, right? So we want to focus on running backs here, get the touchdowns, and then we could look at the players in the draft who don't focus running back early, and understand, oh, this guy's probably not going to make it. This guy's probably not going to advance. Like the guy who's drafting behind me, Z Buckley, so far he's in the danger zone already. Izzo's in the danger zone. I mean, they still have time to make up for it. There are still good starters left. But I've seen a lot of these kind of drafts where guys like that never end up correcting, and they just take one running back and then they try to fill it out with the Trey Bensons and the backups and the Ray Davises. And that doesn't get you past week 1. You're out. Timmy fall in the well. Yes. I don't even know what we're saying. Oh, see, Pollock, there it is. I told you that second draft does have friends in there. It's just different. I love to see it. I want to watch that one? I want to just watch that other draft and critique it. And just be like, what are you doing after the pick?
When I saw Timmy fall in the well, the only thing I thought about was did that Tim Copeland fall in the well yesterday when we couldn't find him to draft.
Dude, what kind of code are you speaking right now?
Me?
What are you talking about? Who's Tim Copeland? What are we even saying?
Remember yesterday we had somebody time out and didn't draft?
Oh, was Tim? That guy. Yeah. Oh, in the thing. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what is this code that you're talking? What?
I think I'm also talking through a sinus infection, so I'm probably.
Yeah. And we're on the air. These guys aren't in that league with us.
Yeah.
People watching. We're in public. Tattoo. This is public.
You can't take me in public.
Yeah. We're in public. All right. So where am I? All right. We're coming up on our next pick. I've got my Janty, Walker, Chuba trio of beasts, fucking animals, right? There are still some running back names that excite me a little bit. I might even go for a fourth one. I might get just crazy. But I do want to speak to some of these names here that are available right now. I have a thing. I have another thought. I have a fresh thought. I know it's dangerous. I've been all over the place on Trevion Henderson and RJ Harvey. I stopped drafting RJ Harvey really when they got Dobbins. I don't like the scene. But I have a thought, Tattoo. Okay, you ready for this? Listen to this scenario. This is a bit of a gummy thought, but those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. That's where you're going to get the best info. I was thinking about it. And okay, hold on. I'm going to get Travis Hunter here. But I skipped Jennings because of that calf injury. All right, so here's my thought. Little gummy thought about RJ Harvey. Got a few gummy thoughts. RJ Harvey, right? So I've been saying, listen, they got J.K. Dobbins. Now Harvey's going to probably be the second guy on a team that likes to split the ball around to a lot of different running backs. Last year, Javonte Williams didn't even see himself more than a 50% carry share. And they're mixing up they're mixing in multiple other names. Not just one, multiple. Jaleel McLaughlin and Audric Estime. They got all these other guys. So here's going to be me. Early season celebrating. I was like, yep, see, I faded Harvey. I was right. He's only getting like a 40%, snap count. He's doing fine, but he's not winning you any weeks. You got Dobbins mixing in. He's getting touchdowns, vulturing. And I'm going to be like, yeah, see, I told you so. And then what's going to happen, Tattoo? And this is where like the real scenario comes into play. 5, 6, 7 weeks into the season, Dobbins does what he always does. Gets hurt. Has Dobbins ever made it through a whole season? No. No. Dobbins gets hurt, and all of a sudden, Harvey gets the rock and goes Chase Brown on your ass. He goes Chase Brown on them asses, on that ass. It's crazy, and wins you after the donkey pick, bails you out, bails whoever took him, bails him out with a late season explosion. Turns into a known stud, RJ Harvey. And by the end of the year, you will have forgotten that for the first 6 or 7 weeks, he wasn't giving you anything. Okay? That's my gummy thought. Like, it will be right, but then wrong. Like, right for fading early. Kev was right, man. Yeah, look at that. J.K. Dobbins is in there. But then, like, the second half of the season will roll around, and all of a sudden, Dobbins got hurt, and R.J. Harvey is out there crushing. And all the bros, the Harvey bros, the R.J. Harvey bros, and you know who you are. You know they're out there. I've seen them. They're out there. Fling. All the Harvey bros are going to be celebrating like, hey, see, I knew it. I knew it. All right, Coda, I'm going to get to that question in a second. I love a Dynasty Superflex. So you're talking my language.
Looking at that one.
Talking my language, bro. But give me a sec. That requires more time. No. Those bros don't have IROCs. No, the IROC bros, they're awesome. We're not critiquing them. We love the IROC bros. We're not critiquing the IROC bros. Hell no. Nope, not on my watch. I'm the IROC bro. That's me. Driving an IROC Z. Tattoo, you know what an IROC is?
I'm old. Of course I know what an IROC Z is.
You are. Yeah, you are old as shit. You would know.
They used to have their own like whole racing thing.
Yeah. That was a badass car. Target tops. Take the top down. Oh, yeah. Top down. That's what's up.
I'm a truck kind of guy.
Yeah, pickup truck. Yeah, anything south of the Mason-Dixon or in the neighborhood, and it all shifts to pickup truck. Can I tell you, Tattoo, you want to hear how New York I am?
How New York are you?
How New York not only do I not have a pickup truck, I don't know anyone that has a pickup truck. No one. That's how New York I am. Like if I knew somebody that had a pickup truck, I'd be like, bro, help me move some shit, bro. I got a couch. But I don't know anybody like that. No one.
I got a pickup truck and a Xterra.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you do have a pickup truck. Why do you need two cars? What do you need two cars for? You need so many cars.
Well, one I inherited when my dad passed. So.
Well, now I'm not going to be snarky about it. Totally took that one away. All right, let's move on. Sorry for your loss. Let's move on.
Well, it's been years, you know.
Yeah, no, I know, and I remember, and that I don't even like to think about it. My dad's old.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. All right, moving on. 10-team Dynasty Superflex, full PPR. Burrow 2026 first and Burrow and 2 firsts for Kyler, Omarion, and Amon-Ra. Holy shit, that is an intense trade. That is a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Burrow. Let's say Burrow and Kyler are so similar that I'm not even going to differentiate them. I got to be able to look up at the screen, though. So as I'm doing this, I need to pay attention to when my pick is coming up. This is a lot. Burrow and Kyler. No. Actually, Burrow is Kyler and a first. So Burrow plus the first. No. Wait. Kyler and a first for Burrow. Right? But he's giving Burrow and a first. So that's a third first. Omarion and Amon-Ra. Omarion, Amon-Ra, 2 firsts. Omarion, really 2 firsts right now. 2 of this type of first. I think this is a good trade for the guy getting Kyler, Omarion, and Amon-Ra. All right, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, but only giving up 2 firsts for Omarion and
yeah, it's really 3.
Yeah.
So wait, let me get back to that trade here. And I'm watching the screen. All right, I got to pick again in a second. Hold on. Let me think about my pick. I'm going to go back to this, but I'm going to explain it in a second. And why I right now my instinct is that trade is a win for let me just see what's going on at QB here. Right now my instinct is that trade is a win for the guy getting Amon-Ra and Omarion. So what are they doing? They're giving up 2 first rounders and Joe Burrow, but they're getting back Kyler. So Joe Burrow is worth Kyler and a first. You'd have to give Kyler and a first if you're going to get Joe Burrow, right? But he gives Joe Burrow and gets Kyler. So you might as well. It's basically like giving. Wait, let me. I'm losing track. Evan Ingram. Hold on. We're on the clock. All right. Don't like the tight ends. Going to grab Jay Fiddlesticks, Justin Fields.
KTC says it's a fair trade.
Keep Trade Cut calls it fair, right?
Yeah, but it does favor Murray Hampton.
Yes. Okay. So we're on the right. We're on the right side of it. The side getting, I'll downgrade from Burrow to Murray in order to upgrade. I don't really like these options. I'm going to go this way. All right. So I'm going to, all right, let's go back to this trade here. So you're downgrading from Burrow to Kyler Murray. But in exchange for that, you're giving just a first for Omarion and a first for Amon-Ra. If you're trying to get Amon-Ra or Omarion right now straight up, you're paying 2 firsts for either player. So the value there is 4 first rounders for Omarion and Amon-Ra, right? The Burrow downgrade adds a third. So effectively in here, I almost think you're getting Kyler and Omarion and Amon-Ra. I think the Kyler, Omarion, Amon-Ra side should at least be giving another second rounder to even this out. That's without keep trade cut. I'm a fucking human keep trade cut. A human one right up here. I think if I'm selling those 2 players and doing that deal and I'm giving up Omarion and Amon-Ra, I want one more first in that deal to make it fair. At worst, another second. So there it is, Coda. I hope you are the side getting Omarion and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Then you're winning. But if you're not getting them in this trade, then you might be losing. Okay. I love man, you throw Dynasty Superflex questions at me. That's my bag. Love it. Coming. Keep them coming.
We need to start another Dynasty league too.
We're in a bunch now.
Yeah.
Based on last year we're in a trade together. We're in a league together. You gave me a first rounder for
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. You're not going to forget that one. Now, do you know who I turned the first rounder into?
Yes, and I can't remember now.
Oh, learn it.
I remember talking about it during the draft.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Oh, he is the guy. Yeah. You take that trade. To me, you take the trade, you downgrade. Yes, it's a downgrade, but that's all right.
I mean, I can tell you,
I would love to do a BBW. Wait, what? What are we talking about?
No, I was gonna look at the.
Did you hear what I just said? I'd love to do a BBW.
I heard that, and I was gonna ignore it.
You just ignored that as if it wasn't said. Like, assuming you don't know what it meant. It's better.
I knew what a BBW is. I'm just not down with the BBWs.
All right, where were we? JJ McCarthy. All right, I'm back on coming up on the pick. So let's get back to it. And yeah, we'll do another one here. We'll do a puppy or whatever we want. Okay, I'm back on the pick in a second here. I got to take another QB. I only have one. I also got to pay attention to the bye week of these QBs. Make sure. Oh, he took Lawrence. He'll burn your food like Florence. All right, got another one in there. Bryce Young. I do not have a tight end either. So at this point, I can either grab my last QB or grab a tight end. I like the tight ends here, but I'll be able to deal with that, I think, later, whereas QB, I will not. Going to go with actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go with Geno. Yeah, there we go. Okay. BBW. Nap God understood what I meant. He knew.
Oh, I know what a BBW is.
I don't know.
I just think the second B is blasphemy.
Oh. Blasphemous.
There's some big girls that I think are cute and stuff.
I'm not actually into the big ones.
Just because I'm fat don't mean I like fat people.
Yeah, no, I like them. I like them very petite. I have a specific taste.
I like them petite, athletic.
Yeah. Athletic? Shame on you.
What?
You got to be athletic.
No, I don't.
All right, where are we? Okay, so again, we're drafting the
GNT is who you turned it into.
We're drafting the eliminator here. I've got my 3 quarterbacks. Let me go to I don't know how to switch this, so I'm just gonna say I got my 3 quarterbacks: Fields, Young, and Geno. My running back group, I've got 4 starters in here: Janty, Walker, Hubbard, and Swift. Okay, 4 starters. I only need 3. Don't care. Got an extra one. That's how I like it. If one of them's letting me down, another one steps up. It's called teamwork. I got a teamwork going on. And the position that was ignored is tight end. Ray Zanny taught me that tight end doesn't matter. And he's a BBM winner, $200K last year. And he said, you don't have to worry about early tight ends. Just get a bunch of them. Just a bunch of them. By the way, that trade for you, Tattoo, not that bad. You listen, he's still starting.
Yeah, I would say Genty is who you took.
No, it was 1.1.
It was a first round.
No. That wasn't the pick you gave me. I took 1-1. That was my pick. I tanked that season.
McMillan?
No, I think it was Emeka Igbuga. I feel like I took Igbuga with the pick I got from you. Oh, because Janty, I took Janty, but that was my pick, not the one that I traded for. The one from you might have been like an Igbuga or something. Or Dart.
Yeah. You didn't take Dart that early, did you?
I doubt it, but I don't know.
We got so many effing leagues, I can't keep up.
Yeah. It's hard for me to remember where to draft. All right, so I got 3 quarterback, 4 running back, 5 wide receiver. And you guys ready? While we're continuing, I want to point out, and I think this is actually really helpful. I actually think this is a really helpful exercise that we do. I'm going to point out who fucked up so far and has a shitty team. Let's widen this out a little bit here. Yeah, everybody loves the negative. We love the negative. Remember, I'm picking in a few minutes here, but yeah, right off to here, Buckley. Tough going. Trevion Henderson, not likely to be like in beast mode early season. Going to still be in split mode. Not going to get a lot out of him that first week or 2 or 3. Tyrone Tracy, split field running back on a team that's not going to score very much. This is a bad scene. Z Buckley, again, every single time, it's always these red shield guys. They're so used to drafting they're so used to drafting for the BBM that they're not able to adjust. I see it again and again. These guys cannot adjust what they're doing for the contest. And you see it, Z Buckley's lineup here. And I just took Hunter Henry as my first tight end off the board. I'm back on the clock here. Let's see if there's anything exciting at another position. Nope. So we'll get our second tight end here. I'm going to go with Kylie Pitter. Nah. Brenton Strange. Just whatevs. Right? So anyway, back to it. Yeah. This guy, Buckley, nope. Forgot to get running backs. That's not going to work out. This guy gets eliminated week 1. Let's see here who else. You got Bonamon. He looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to judge the whole lineup. I just want to see. I'm telling you, if these guys who ignore running backs, here's another one. Izzo 3000. Yeah, these are great wide receivers. Malik, Brian Thomas, Higgins. That could actually get you through. But how are you getting through with pretty much a 3 or a 5 or a sub 10 pointer from RJ Harvey? You're getting a sub 10 pointer from Mason. You could also get fucked with Zay Flowers whenever. It doesn't matter that much. But yeah, he's got no running. So what does he do to make up for it? He's going to now take all of these backup running backs for all the next picks. I keep telling you guys, that's how you draft the BBM. This guy too, Kip. Look at this. Another experience badge. Oh, one hero RB. Second guy is sort of a backup / split field guy with ETN. And then he's just going to take all the running backs late. I don't think this is the way to get past the first few weeks. Those guys come through later in the season. It's usually not week 1, week 2, week 3. Could be wrong, could be laughing at me for all I know, but that's how I do it. That's what I think. That's how I'm drafting these. Tattoo, how funny is it going to be to come back at the end of this? I mean, you have to be curious. I've talked so much shit. about these bad drafts and
Yeah.
people who are doing it wrong, I fucking better get my teams past week 1 or I'm going to look like the biggest asshole ever.
Be a tough look.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
But if those fucked up drafts make it, it'd be by pure luck.
No, maybe those running backs start coming through late. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you don't need running backs to advance in a half-point PPR format of best ball. Maybe that's not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe having amazing wide receivers can definitely get you through if they all pop at the same time. The problem is normally wide receivers don't do that together. That's the issue. They normally aren't all popping off. So when you build a team around a heavy wide receiver early approach, there are some great things about doing that. Don't get me wrong. But there's a downside.
Yeah.
And the downside is it's not good for week 1. It's not good for early season. As a matter of fact, the other part that these boneheads aren't realizing is that when you only have 1 or 2 scoring running backs, what happens when you have a bye week? Bye.
That's what bye means.
Yeah. Deuces. Well, what happened? I was doing so well. And then you get eliminated. Why'd you get eliminated? Oh, because I had a bye week. Yeah. Once you're in the pods, though, and listen, we want to get past the pods too. That's where overlapping bye weeks is a problem. Oh, here we go. Back on the clock. 3 QBs in. Let's see here. Will Shipley, Woody Marks. I almost want to go for another. Yeah, I'm doing it. I don't know why I'm loading up on Giants wide receivers. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I just did it. I figure if Wandy Robb gets hurt, I got Darius D. Slizzles showing up. My next 2 picks will be tight ends. We're going to finish them out with whatever turds are left at the tight end position. I didn't need to take the backups. So you see how Tattoo in all of these rounds here, these guys are all just loading up on like all the ones who waited. Now they're just loading up on these backup running backs. Right? I like the backup running. Don't get me wrong. These are good guys. Love me some Benson, Jaden Blue. I'm loving the buzz for Jaden Blue. That's another guy I'm coming around on.
Yeah.
A lot of buzz coming out about Jaden Blue. Coach coming out talking about, reminds him of Darren Sproles. Excuse me? On a team where the other running backs are so uninspiring? Yeah, I haven't, Soups, I have not really altered the composition. I built them all the same for this one. Now, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, man, it's going to be really interesting to see how many of these I could just get past week 1. I'm not going to judge beyond week 1. If I can get past week 1, I'm going to say, hey, all right. And if I can get past week 2, we're in the money, I consider those winners. But yeah, I'm coming around. Jaden Blue is somebody I wanted to mention before. Jaden Blue is getting a lot of buzz in Giants camp, but it's more philosophically. Think about this. When the whole room is shit, when the running back room is shit, that provides opportunity for the young guys, right? So we always want to be looking for teams where a certain room, when we're trying to figure out which rookies, especially young running backs, can break out, let's look at the running back room and let's see, all right, are these guys good? Are these guys shit? Did this team forget to address something? So whenever the room itself is bad, see, there goes Woody Marks. This is a perfect example. The Houston running back room seems deep, but it's actually shit. Yeah. You've got an old Nick Chubb coming off a crazy injury, might never recover, might never be good again, probably slow, probably not good. What's that?
I said, wasn't that the same knee he injured before? It's like the second one.
Yeah. That part I don't even know. But what I know is the guy's fucking old and he's crazy injuries, over 30. These comebacks don't usually happen. Dalton Schultz on my squad. Let's go tight ends. Right? So then you have Joe Mixon and he's got foot problems. He's dating Elizabeth Frank. That's not a good situation at all for your running back. You don't want no foot problems. Foot problems is the worst kind of problems. Never know. Never know. Got foot problems? How do you fix that? My foot hurts every day when I wake up. I don't even do anything. I just sit here. I just sit here. I don't even sit at the desk. I don't even stand on it. Like, I can't be any more gentler to my feet, and yet it still hurts. So I don't like that scene at all for Joe Mixon. That opens things up for Woody Marks. And the same thing with Jaden Blue. No one likes Javonte. Miles Sanders is a proven not good player. He's been in the league forever, and he's always been not good. Always a disappointment. Yeah, Krosky Merritt's another name. You talk about a mediocre running back room. That's what they got going on in
Washington.
In Washington, right? Brian Robinson, he's fine. B-Rob, he's okay. He's nothing special. Brian Robinson Jr., to talk about like dynasty assets, Brian Robinson Jr. could be just not playing for a team next year. He certainly could easily not be a starter next year. And there's just no real reason to have any sort of excitement about Brian Robinson Jr. He's fine. Austin Eckler, old. Why couldn't
Chris
Krosky
Rodriguez, I think they got somebody like that or something.
Yeah, whatever. He's been there forever. Chris, he's not doing anything. So he's not, he's not breaking out. So it's like, okay, why not Krosky Merritt? Think about it. Think about the other guys that broke out. Like last year, it was Bucky Irving breaks out. What was ahead of him? Well, a not very good Rachaad White, who we knew was struggling running the football. How about another guy that broke out last year? Chase Brown. Who was ahead of him? Zach Moss. Zach Moss is cut. Like, he stinks. And that gave Chase Brown the opportunity to get starts and break out. When the whole room is shit, that's where opportunities can be given to unheralded rookies. I'm not talking about Omarion Hampton breaking out in LA. I'm talking about, who's the next guy. Josh Shanto's asking, do you prefer best ball leagues? And I can't get on board with it. Josh Shanto, first of all, wearing an Army uniform, helmets up. Thank you for your service. That's what's up. So Joshua, we appreciate you. As far as this question, I don't know why you have to prefer one over the other. I love best ball. Here's what I love about best ball. I don't have to manage it in season, but I get to do the fun of the draft itself, right? So I'm going to do these kind of leagues because I'm fantasy football obsessed, and I'm fantasy football obsessed. So I'm going to play best ball leagues. It's fun. I like the strategy of it, but that doesn't negate me from wanting to play in the 14 dynasty or 16 dynasty leagues that I'm in already. And I keep joining more because I'm, an idiot. And it also doesn't stop me from, doing season-long leagues with my buddies and paying attention and doing the waivers and all of that stuff. So to me, it's all good. All right, let's do Sean Hoy's team here. We got Hook and Sean Hoy in here with us. So let's take a quick look at our friends in here and see how they did. Sean Hoy already knew that if you don't get your 3 running backs in time, you're going to get a little critique from the geek. Sean Hoy, Gibbs, Bucky, Lamar. So 3 running backs in a row. You like how I did that tattoo? Lamar being the third. We got Worthy, Pickens. Love those 2 guys. B-Rob. Okay, fine. Ahead of, B-Rob was the last sort of viable running back. I kind of like where you took him there. Caleb Johnson ahead of him. Whatever. Judy, Golden. Pretty good overall. CJ Stroud, second backup QB. That's fine. Got Dowdle in there. Yeah, this is pretty good. I have no critique here. Majestic Otter / Sean Hoy. I think this is a good draft. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think you could have done it any different, really. If you're going to take the luxury QB, it's really hard to have that sort of third luxury running back. I love Pickens. I love, Brian Robinson. So I can't critique those guys. I think it's solid. I love Pickens and Worthy. So I think this is a solid draft, even though it's a little light, but I think you have your 3 running backs. It's fine. Hook, Bijan, Kyron. That's great. Got Ladd McConkey in there. Devontae, Ridley. This is this a reach on Diggs here? I love Diggs. We talked about him. That's probably the appropriate spot. So What a great group of running backs and wide receivers you got here. Got a starter here in Aaron Jones to help you out. Little Dobbins early season action. Waited till later for the QB. But one of my important theories, Tattoo, that I always talk about is if you're going to wait on a position, then hammer 3 mid ones. Like if you're going to wait on QB, then hammer them in a row, just like this. So this is the right way to do it. Like if you're gonna take Jaden Daniels, I don't wait on the second guy. Don't hammer a whole bunch of mid. Take sort of the bottom end, which is what this guy did, which is right. That's the right way to do it. So I like what you did here. If you wait on quarterback, you want to hammer a bunch the way that I did, right? I waited, and then I'm going to hammer out 3 sort of mid-level guys, or kind of below mid a little bit, but the way I did it. So Hook, Majestic, good job, good draft. I think you guys are both going to advance out of round 1. And then I can't tell you what will happen after that. I don't know. Did you get 3 donkeys in the other draft? Yeah. No, I mean, listen, Soups. Caleb is going to be what he's going to be. Warren is there. Caleb is not going to get more than 15 touches, and he's probably not going to catch a pass. Think like slightly better than what Najee was doing at best. And by the way, Polak, it seems like almost every draft there are at least 3 donkeys. So I think our chances of advancing in a lot of these eliminators, at least getting past week 1, we probably have a greater than, I'd put our chances at 75. I would be shocked. Tattoo, I'm going to call it out right here. I'm calling it out. I'm putting this on paper. This is recorded for all posterity. I will be shocked if I advance less than 75 or 80% of these teams beyond week 1. I will be shocked. Oh, Josh says, what do you think is going to happen to the Green Bay offense? It's confusing as the Chiefs, excluding Jacobs. Who do you see? Oh, yeah, it's tough, man. First, all right, so Green Bay offense is tough. And what I think will happen is it will continue to be difficult and probably an avoid. I don't touch Reed. Reed is only 60% on the field. He's just going to destroy your team. Like when you talk about full season, and you got to start Reed, you're going to be upset. You're probably going to be upset with any of these guys as a full-time starter. I don't think any of them are going to see consistent targets. So I don't like the offense outside of Josh Jacobs for DFS purposes or for fantasy football purposes. But I do think that the most likely guy to take over is going to be, he's good for best ball, but he's not somebody I want destroying my team on the bad weeks that I have to decide who's playing. As long as I'm not making the decision, let them pull Reed off my bench as necessary. Same with Golden, but I do think Golden will eventually be the WR1 on that team. That's the best. He's a first round pick. You don't take a guy in the first round.
I've been taking some Kraft.
Yeah, and Tucker Kraft's great. Tucker Kraft should step up, but also he suffers from the same issue as the rest of them, which is the volume will never be there. What's this Badge Bros? What is it? What is Badge Bros? Oh, let's do a Badge Bros 6-person fast draft. Oh, I like it, man, because I don't got that much time. All right, hold on. You can't see my screen because I was showing the draft board, but I've actually scrolled away from that, and I've been looking in the Underdog lobby for our next contest. Do I have enough money?
I thought you were looking through the merch store.
Ooh, I'm almost out of money in my Underdog account here. Just got a couple bucks left. Badge Bros. Sean Hoy has been doing Badge Bros. Fan of Love. Yeah, I think Love is fine. But again, not so easy to stack. Love did not have the greatest of years last year, in fairness, but it wasn't terrible. He had, he was mixed. But he was in that basket of didn't do that, like not really helping your team the way that like CJ Stroud and a bunch of these other guys last year. Like if you had Love last year, you weren't happy as your QB. You were not happy.
Yeah, Wov. True Wov.
There it is. A little Princess Bride 1987 reference. I like that.
Matwood.
You don't get any reference past me. I know them all. All right, let's do a Badge Bros. It's fast. It's furious. 6-person fast draft. I don't know anything about this format. Let me take a look. Round advancement, 1 of 6, 1 of 5. Ooh, wow. Wait a minute. It's just 4 weeks? Oh, no. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does this go the whole season? I don't know.
Do you have to have a badge to enter?
Oh, I don't have a badge. What kind of badge do you need?
No, I'm saying, do you? I mean, since they call it badge.
I don't really, due to high demand, especially near the number of available draftsmen. I'm just reading through these notes here. Oh, it's a whole season? Well, everybody's asking for BBM. But I'm like, I like doing these weird ones. Should we just do a BBM because the people want it?
Yeah, hop on that BBW.
I don't have enough in my account, so I can't even do a BBM for. I'm at this point below $25, and I'm not doing a deposit in public. Nope.
Do they still have the super flex?
No. And I love the eliminator, but we just did it. Let's do the badge bros, guys. Oh, so it is a 14-1-1. Okay. It is a 14-1-1. Okay. And then the final is 1 of 6, 1 of 5. All right. I'm doing this. Badge bros. 6 play. Wait, let me learn the rest. I didn't do it yet. I got to remind myself here. Roster: 1 QB, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, 10 bench spots. Oh, so the only difference between this draft and everything else is that you're up against 6 people instead of 12. Is that what I'm seeing here? All right. I'm trying it. Let's go. Badge bros. My first badge bros of the off season. 3. This is a 6-person thing, guys. So if you want to get me going, here we go. We're going to build some super teams. Badge bros, $10 entry. 3 spots filled, 3 waiting to fill. Make sure to scroll a bit so we don't have a super duped team. Okay. So CH, you've done some of these badge bros. Well, the good thing is I think it's going to be a super fast. And now I'm going to change my strategy. I like drafting a super team. It's fun. But now you just, instead of worrying about, I think I'm going to go stud wide receivers.
All right, you're filled.
Aggressive here. We filled it up. I'm not going to put this one. I'm going to leave. Oh, we filled it up with people in the chat. Whoa. Soups, Fungul, Majestic Otter. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6. 4 in the 6. 4 of the 6 here, guys. Gotta scroll a little bit. Okay. I'm 1-1. And of course, we're going to take Jamar Chase. RB is even higher demand than in the eliminator. RB is in high demand, you think, in this one, Sean Hoy? I don't know. Anybody in the chat hop in BBM? So Nap God is in the BBM if anybody wants to hop in there with him as well. Joshua Santo, if you mean Underdog, then the promo code DFS Army will get you a full deposit match up to, I think, it's either 100 or 200 right now, but the code for Underdog is DFS Army. So if you want to sign up there, and if you do sign up there, let us know. Actually, we give you like a free month of DFS Army when you sign up for one of these sites. So let us know, and then you can get in and get a month of DFS Army NFL. And don't forget our full NFL package at DFS Army. It's $50 off for the NFL season. Promo code NFL25, DFSArmy.com. That's the season long. Josh Santo, are you signing up for Underdog or DFS Army? 2 different things. But if you're doing Underdog right now to get in on these drafts, then yeah, just use code DFS Army when you sign up. And then let us know, and we'll give you a free month of DFS Army VIP. And that's worth $90. So that's another $90 win. Or if you only do NFL, then tell our guys and we'll get like a discount to the NFL season package or an NFL sub or something like that. I don't know, but we'll hook you up. All right. I got my guy, Jamar Chase, round 1. I'm going to try to take this. I'm going to call it going to try to be a little bit, let's see here. What do we call it? Try to spread out the love and be even-handed with what I'm doing. So we'll get Malik there. We got Janty, Jamar Chase, and Malik Neighbors so far. Oh, there we go. Yes, promo code DFS Army. David Frank Sam, ARMY. And I mean, Josh, if anybody belongs in DFS Army, it's Josh. After you do that, Josh, send a screenshot that you signed up for Underdog to support at DFS Army and say that Kevin said to hook you up with either a free month of NFL or VIP or like a half off the NFL season or something like that. Whatever you want. Send it to support at DFS Army. We'll send you a code. We'll get you in DFS Army as well. Let's go. One running back so far for me, Tattoo.
One.
Watching the board. There is some benefit here. I think it makes sense here to actually take a super stud QB maybe as well, but I don't know. I think you can almost make up for it with volume. All right, let's go Omarion. I'm going to take Josh Allen. You know what? I want my studs. And here's my thought process here with Josh Allen and just going that direction. My thought process is, yeah, everybody's going to get a bunch of quarterbacks. So everybody's going to be scoring 20s no matter what, 2022, because you have a few. But there's only certain quarterbacks, Lamar, Josh Allen, that can occasionally deliver a 30 plus. So might as well get those guys on your team. Is my thought. Makes sense? Like, I want the guys who can sometimes score 35. And you know who's never doing that? All of the mid QBs, they're not doing that. They're getting you to your 18s and 21s. That's why they're mid.
You might be on the clock in one of the sleepers.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
that one can wait.
8 hours.
Yeah, that can wait. That'll be fine. All right, we got our QB. Let's see what the tight ends look like. George Kittle. Ooh, love me some George, but wouldn't mind having a stud tight end in this format either. Not the worst thing. I've already almost filled out my whole roster. Got a QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. I'm going to take George if he's there.
What are you doing down there?
Oh, Soups. Stop listening to me. Get out of my brain. All right, I'm going to fuck with all of you. Double stud QB. Where's Ray Zanny? Double stud QB. I did it.
Do it.
Why would you do that, Kev? I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah, I have no excuse. Double stud. Let's go. Now I'll never score less than 25 from the QB. Motherfuckers. That's what's up. You guys in here with us? So again, strategy for me in this kind of a contest, I'm generally thinking about like who are players that can put up monster scores, right? No matter what the position is, I want the kind of players that can put up beastly scores. I want to make sure that I'm getting, effectively smashes from as many spots as I can possibly get smash scores from. So that's sort of the baseline of how I like to build a team for this style. Like I'm treating this tattoo the same way we just did it. We just did a best ball. Oh, you weren't in it. I just did a 6-man best ball league to win a Lamar Jackson signed jersey. A friend of mine created it, and it was supposed to be 12 teams, but he couldn't fill it, and there was 6 in there. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going with this." I'm like, "Okay." So that was a really interesting draft because it was 6 of us drafting like 25 spots for a best ball team. And it's just like everybody's building a super team. You know what I mean? Like everybody's team looks like a beast. And you're like, okay. Right? Fine by me. So my whole thought going into it was like, yeah, there's going to be plenty of quarterbacks. He deepened up the rosters though, like 3 starting QB. It wasn't like this. Like you're actually starting a lot of those guys in that one. But the way I built it was at some point you don't really have to worry as much about positional scarcity. There's just plenty of players at every position. You're never going to run out of QBs or tight ends or anything in this kind of a draft because there's so few people in it. We're not used to that, but like we'll get to round 18 here, Tattoo, and the players are still going to be really good. Like it's not going to be like you're drafting trash at the end. They're still good. Look at everybody letting Terry McLaurin. Like, thank you, Majestic Otter, for taking Terry McLaurin. There's no reason McLaurin shouldn't be dropping because he threatened the trade. Fuck that. He's going to play. You take Terry McLaurin. You don't drop TMC. So, yeah, but in this format, you really want to think about like, okay, how can I have studs scoring for me and from as many different spots as you possibly can? You're like, that seems really obvious, Kev, but it's not. It's not. It's complex. Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts. Guys, be on the lookout for my DraftKings NFL Week 1 way too early first look, which is live on the DFS Army YouTube channel. Keep an eye out for it. It's live, guys. It's out. It's official. That means Week 1 is around the corner. We're already doing DFS contests. We're already playing showdowns. It's right around the corner. Really? What is that, a Rottweiler?
Plot hound.
I can't see. It's hard. I can't really see it on the camera. I just saw I saw a snout, saw a wet nose, but that was it. There he is. Oh, yeah, he's a big boy. That looks like a single man's dog.
I got the crazy.
My buddies. I think my buddy had that same breed of dog in college, just like that one. Looks just like
Brindle.
Yeah, that, there's a few dogs I call single man dogs. That's one of them. I think like generally a Rottweiler is like your single friend. Pit bulls.
Yeah. The other one's a pit bull. They're in love.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right, so I forgot about building stacks. I wasn't even really thinking about that with my double stud QB. I don't need stacks. Fuck stacks.
Fuck stacks.
Fuck stacks. I don't need no fucking stacks. I don't need no stinking stacks. Hell no. I got Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. All their touchdowns come with their legs. Oh, longest Shorman's in the drafts. You must be. Let's see here. He's in there with us. No AAHC? Is that you? I don't feel like he'd be Amped Phil because he's called Amp Phil. Okay. The longest Shorman of all, Amp Phil. He's in here with us. Okay, so we are 5 out of 6. Unfortunately, only so many of us can advance. Well, I don't
know why that reminded me, but last night, you ever seen that series on Netflix, Trainwreck?
No.
Where they had like Woodstock 99, and last night it was about that let's storm Area 51, the dude that made the shit posted, and then it just went nuts.
Okay. Oh, I like the whole concept there.
And then like the FBI showed up at his house and was like, what the fuck?
Why are you trying to storm Area 51, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that. Woodstock 99. Okay, let me just. My friends went. Let's start there.
Oh, did they?
All my friends went. They call me up. They're like, dude, you want to come? So here's Kevin, guys. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm like, where are we sleeping? It's like, wow, I gotta get a tent. I'm like, in a tent? It's supposed to be raining. It's gonna be muddy. Like, whose car are we going in? Oh, this guy's driving. I'm gonna be trapped. So basically, I'm like, so you're saying I'm gonna be trapped in this place in a fucking tent with minimal supplies. I don't even remember if they had tickets or they were trying to like buy tickets there. All I know is I kind of regret it now, but here's me in 1999 getting the call. Guy, we're going to Woodstock. Now, Woodstock 99 was really different from the 69 version, right? Super awesome event in the end because, you know, it was like iconic. But here's me answering the call from my buddy, my group of friends, really, all my buddies, about going to Woodstock. Here's me. You ready? This is an impression. This is a real life impression of me. Nah, I'm not doing that. That was it. I was 20 in 1999. I was 22, 23. Like I was exactly the age to go get crazy at Woodstock. Don't get me wrong. My friends all went nuts. Fred Durst was out there.
Chili Peppers.
Break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break. Right? Like he was doing all that. They were going nuts. And here's me. Kevin was like, nah, I'm not doing that, man. I don't want to sleep in a tent. Like, didn't take. I was like, nah. Me sleep in a tent? Man, hell no. Fuck that.
Like, is there a hotel nearby? Or...
It was a mess. Like, I'm not into being muddy. I'm not into the dirty. Then where am I going to the bathroom? I'm like, what am I? I also haven't. Oh shit! I'm on the clock. Forgot to play. Forgot to play. Mason. Okay, whatever. Don't know what I just did. But
I'm sure the amount of like sexual assaults and shit too. I mean, just what a crazy place to be.
People assaulting people. Like, what the hell's going on here? I don't think there was that much of that. To be honest, I think a lot of it was a lot of the Woodstock stuff was very much just like people getting crazy. But that was like the late 90s, dude. We didn't
that last night they like caught the place on fire and shit, like during the Chili Peppers set or something.
Yeah, no, they were ripping everything down. It was just. But wait. Let me tell you about the late 90s. Okay, no one gave a fuck. Okay, we did not give. There was no such thing as woke or any of this crap that goes on today. We did not give a fuck.
No,
that generation, the Cold War was over. There was peace everywhere in the world. It was almost too good. It was the best of times. The .com bubble was going crazy. The internet was being invented. I just got a cell phone, bro. I got a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone in 1997, but I had one in 1999. Like cell phones were invented. It's the best of times. And people didn't give a fuck. They were out there like, yeah, I'm going to fucking break some shit. Let's just go have some fun. Let's get crazy. Like when you got crazy in 99, it wasn't like the 69. In 69, they were all hippies.
Yeah.
Walking around with flowers and shit, taking acid.
You could actually joke with your friends and, you know.
It's a whole different thing. In 69. 1999? Are you serious?
It was a wild, wild west.
No, people didn't give a fuck, man. Wait, did I or did I not just draft Dalton Kincaid? Like, what the hell just happened? I'm on the clock. Was that the last pick? Oh, shit. Yeah, it was. Okay. I did take Kincaid. It just doesn't show it on the screen. All right. I ended up with just 2 QBs. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Probably should have taken the third one. Let's see how this draft went. I don't even know what I was doing there. I was telling stories about Woodstock. Everybody went. Hang on. Let me switch my screen share. We'll do a quick overview of this draft and how it went. But it was not like the and then I watched it. I watched that documentary with my kid, and I was telling him the story. I was like, yeah, everybody went to that. Like that was, we knew it was Woodstock 2.0. We knew it was going to be an epic thing, but I didn't want to sleep outside, so I was like, fuck that. I'm not going. I don't want to be all dirty and muddy and gross.
They have one on Astro World. I was getting ready to watch the Travis Scott concert where people got killed.
Let me tell you something. All right, I'm going to give you something to watch, Tattoo, and it's a local thing. Look up the documentary. It's on HBO or one of these channels. about a place called Action Park. It was a water park in New Jersey that I used to go to as a kid. And the owner was just like a crazy, it was like nothing that could ever exist today. That was the place where they would just put experimental rides on. Everybody be coming out injured. And the guy who owned it just did not give a fuck. He was like, I don't care. I want the craziest rides. I don't give a shit.
Vernon, New Jersey.
Yes. There's a whole documentary about that place. And because I used to go there as a kid all the time and come out bloodied and injured, when watching, it seemed normal as a kid. Like you'd go, they had these, they had some crazy shit. They had a closed water slide that did a full reverse loop.
World's most dangerous amusement park.
Soups with the good. This is some good historical knowledge from Soups here, right? Like, yes, NATO bombed some people, but we did have peace. That was some bullshit. NATO, fucking assholes. Europeans, mostly assholes. That bombing of people, assholes. I don't support it. I was against it. I was against it then. Here's how against this I was. Can we talk a little bit of? I'm just hanging out now. So can I share a story, Tattoo?
Yeah.
I'm going to share a story. Yeah. Well, H-Man, that's what's up. Oh, what happiness it was that you survived.
Class Action Park.
Yeah, you got to watch the documentary. It's just so crazy what was going on there. But check this out, Soups. I'm just going to give you a little bit of, this is some history knowledge. I went to Greece in 1991. 2001, not 91. 2001. Maybe 2000. Summer of 2000, it could have been. Right after this. I go to Greece with my buddy, and I was working a real job. I finally had some money. I was like, fuck this. We're going to go on vacation. It's like a spring break. And Greece is like spring break, but in the summertime for people after college, the Greek islands. And we bump into these girls who are from like Serbia or some shit, someplace where Czechoslovakia used to be. And they were like, you know, one of the former Soviets, Kosovo, one of those things, right? One of those places where the Slavs live. And she's like, you're American? Oh, we hate you. We hate Americans. You bombed us. We're at war with you. And I'm going, what? The fuck are you talking about? We're in war with anybody. What are you even saying right now? It's like, oh, America sucks. You bombed us. And I'm like, wait, these are smoking hot chicks. So I continued talking to them for a second to try to figure out what the fuck was going on. I'm like, wait, people hate Americans? Little did I know, I had not been around. Yeah, like I hadn't been out there. It's like, what? What are you talking about? And there's like, you guys bombing us. Who? We didn't bomb anybody. What the fuck are you talking about? I couldn't understand what the fuck she was talking about. I had to go home and look up. And I found out that apparently exactly what Soups is talking about here, that apparently we bombed some country in like Czechoslovakia in the late 90s. I think Clinton did it because he wanted to distract from his getting Hummers from Monica. He needed to distract people. So
I heard Monica was Mossad.
What's that?
I heard Monica Lewinsky is part of Mossad.
Yeah. No, anybody who ever does anything is always part of Mossad. Keep that in mind. Always. That's an automatic. Especially if they're bad.
If they're
everybody
bad,
Mossad. Bad person. Oh, try to bring down Clinton. Mossad.
It must have been Mossad.
It's always that. Always that. Mossad. Mossad. JFK. Mossad. There he is. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I don't know about the options being signed on the site there, but nice work, Josh. So Josh, as you're doing that, my man, we're doing live. We've been doing live best balls all off season, all summer long. So we'll be doing them. You can draft alongside of us here on the channel. We did our 2 for today. I'm not doing another one. I got to eat. It's 1:30. But I do want to finish the story about what country was it? I don't even know. Kosovo? But these women, they were smoking hot and they wouldn't talk to us because we were American. And so I don't forget that. I was like, I didn't do anything. That Soups buys it. He's like, she did belong to Mossad. Monica Lewinsky had nothing to do with the Mossad. Stop listening to fucking internet crazy. You know, it's funny. You can't tell people stop listening to internet conspiracies because most of them are true.
Yeah.
Most of them are true. Like, I stop listening to conspiracy. Nah, I'm not going to say that, dude. It'll fucking keep coming true. I
mainly just listen to Rogan.
Yeah, I like Rogan. Yeah. You know, Rogan is a bit of a bonehead, though. Like, I like Rogan. I like his curiosity. I love his vibe. But he's also a bit of a bonehead. Like, I don't know that he's, he's like, oh, really? Like, sometimes, he's telling him a stupid theory, and he's like, oh, yeah, that sounds like, I'd love to see Rogan, like, sometimes know a little more and be able to.
Yeah, he was talking about that, I guess, that meteor or whatever that's out there, that the third one they found, blah, 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 Atlas. And he was like, yeah, it's going to hit the Earth in 2027, yada, yada, yada. And I watched a special on it last night, and it's not even supposed to be like 600 times further than the moon away from us.
Yeah, ain't nothing hitting the Earth in 2027, guys. But yeah, no, Kosovo. Yeah, why the fuck are we bombing Kosovo? I had to look it up later, like years later. I'm like, why the fuck are we bothering with the Kosovo people? Like, what's our problem with them? They arrested Slobodan.
Resources we wanted. So.
They arrested Slobodan Milosevic. Like, what's wrong with Slobodan? I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him.
Remember that? Damn, I can't remember what country.
Here, for all these people with the Mossad, let me tell you something about the Mossad. Whatever the Mossad is doing, they tend to be a force for good. Like, I'm down with the Mossad. Whatever they want, if they're doing some shit, I'm like, okay, you got a good reason for it. What did Mossad do? They fucking blew the balls off of Hezbollah. Like, the shit that these guys did was crazy. They blew up fucking Iranian generals in their bed. They lay the pillow, head down on the pillow, go to sleep, psh, head explode.
I saw.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fucking around, by the way. Let's not get into that. I don't know anything about what happened with Serbs. Yeah. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know who the Serbs are, where they live, what they do. I have no idea. I'm not going to talk about it. I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
Do all these leagues use best ball rule? Okay, Josh. Yes. So on Underdog, everything is best ball, but each contest has a different, or many of the contests have a different strategy and a different payout system. So the one we did earlier was the eliminator. It eliminates half the field every single week. I love that contest. You just draft the best team you can and try to make it past 3 weeks to get in the money. I recommend the eliminator as my personal favorite contest. And I think the best for somebody new at best ball, Josh, I say stick with the eliminator. And when you're drafting in the eliminator, heavy running backs early. I want you coming out of the first 5 rounds with 3 running backs. If you didn't do that, I would go to your fucking draft board and make fun of you for being a donkey. Make sure you come out with at least 3 running backs after the first 5 rounds in the eliminator, and you're going to be just fine. If you do that, and try to even get 4. See, CH is laughing at me, and he's right, because I don't know anything about Serbians or whatever happened there. So maybe we bombed them. Maybe they deserved it. Maybe not. I hear a lot of people claiming things about people committing genocide, and then you find out they were just talking shit, looking for excuses for this or that. It's not always. I need to verify before I trust, guys.
Yes.
I'd have to do the research. I'm not even sure you can do research now, Tattoo. Everything's skewed. No one knows what's going on.
And AI shit, I mean, is...
Yeah. Anyway. See, he knows about this more than I do. He's got names of locations and situations. I hope that, again, I speak not of knowledgeable. Surge, genocide, Bosnian Muslims. Hate to say it, but that's flipping a narrative a little bit from the usual. It's reverse, but I'm not going to say it didn't happen. I don't know anything about that stuff. All right. That's going to do it.
Evil people. That's all I know. So
there's a lot of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Just be happier in America. Be happier here.
Like, just let me live my life.
But I'll go back to 1999. We didn't know about that war. And there were no other shit going on. Russia was the Soviet Union was done. the Soviet Union was gone. There was no real enemy to America. There was nothing like, no threat facing the world. It was a different time. And so then you just got angry for no reason, just to be fucking like, it was 99. And you're just like, let's fucking break some shit for fun.
See, Sean there, he's got me all messed up now. I have to do baseball notes in the baseball show, or I'd go to the Asian massage parlor.
Soups really wants to blow up there was no war. We just invented wars. But no, it was 2000. It was 2004, I think, 2002 and 2004. None of this was in 99. We were still fine in 99. Everything was great.
That first Gulf War was like in the early 90s, wasn't it? Like
91, but that was a whole other. That's way back. That was before the fall. That was Bush the first, before the fall of the Soviet Union. But it was the second Gulf War. That was more of like a little voluntary war, or kind of like, hey, we're gonna fuck some shit up.
I'll tell you a quick funny story on that one. I was in high school and I dropped 2 hits of acid before school, and I freaked out and ended up going home, and the nurse called my house to see if I was okay. And
you were taking acid in high school? Hold on a second. Huh? Well, that's an early start on taking acid. High school?
Yeah.
High school?
I started smoking weed in 7th grade.
What?
8th grade, baby.
That explains a lot.
But when she called the house, she asked me if I was on drugs, and right when she asked me that, we bombed Iran or Iraq or whatever, and I just screamed at her that aliens were invading the earth and hung up on her. It didn't end well. So.
That was never going to end well. I did smoke pot once in many times, but one time, like, I remember in high school, senior year, I had gone out to this woods there's this woodland area where I grew up, called like the Guggenheim Forest. And I went to the Guggenheim, like second period, I left the class, went to the Guggenheim Forest with my buddy Seth. And we smoked a joint, and this was in high school. And, I wasn't like daytime. So during school, this was not my thing. So that was not something I was doing regularly, but I did this one time, right? He's like, come on, man. So I get back to class, and it was like what it was like when you were in high school and you smoked a little weed, where I was just laughing. Like, I thought everything was hilarious, and I couldn't stop laughing. And so I'm just laughing and crying from laughter. And one of my teachers is like on to me. He's like, and I can't stop chuckling. I think it was like my math teacher. I can't remember I don't have a story on this. Just I remember just laughing my ass off and then being like, oh my God, this teacher's totally going to know I'm fucked up. But they never did anything.
Days. I don't remember the last time I got high and just laughed and giggled until my stomach hurt. So
that was like 40 years ago. That stops after a while. Yeah, that doesn't happen after a while. The old giggling. Anyway, all right. Enough with the stories. Guys, that's going to do it for Draft-a-Palooza Friday. I'm trying to think, big weekend of MMA, DFS action. Got NASCAR, MMA, big UFC slate. Not a big one, actually, kind of shitty one, but we got UFC action tomorrow.
Huge baseball slate tonight.
A lot of baseball going on tonight. And of course, preseason football is here. It started last night. We got our first wins for everybody in DFS Army wound up almost with the same lineup, which was crazy, but understandable. The first week of the preseason does follow a formula, and it's very, very repeatable. It's going to be all these games. So look out for that. Look out for more cheat sheets, notes, projections all throughout the preseason. We're coming back, and we're going hard DraftKings here in the month of August. In the best ball shows. So we're not fully there yet, but best ball week is coming up in a few weeks as well. There's a whole big promotion going on. I'm working on stuff. So stick around, stay tuned, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Thanks, guys, for letting me hop on.
Get this shit off.